Hi there, welcome to No Recipe Life. So my whole work schedule and things have been insane, so I haven't had any desire to spend my extra time making videos because I've just been so stressed about it. But I now sort of have vacation, sort of. It's a nice little staycation for me because my office is closed. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to do a video, and what I'm going to do today is talk ridiculously and make a complete fool of myself and then put it on the internet. It's going to be great. No, what I'm going to do is another booktube video, and because there is a particular tag I was really interested in. I haven't been tagged, but I just decided to do it because I want to. And so the tag I'm going to do today is Rainbow Book Tag, but I'm not really going to follow exactly the one that already exists, because this is No Recipe Life, and that's just how we do things around here. I first actually saw a bunch of beauty gurus do the rainbow tag, and I was like, why isn't there a book one? So then I decided to look for it because there probably was, and lo and behold, yes, it exists. The one that is really very widely done by booktubers is, following the Roy G. Biv thing. What I am going to do is not exactly that. I'm going to do red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and black. None of that indigo violet crap. I'm sorry, just no. And I will tell you why later. When I come to it, why do I always stack them in the wrong order? Oh my god. So I have to start at the bottom again. Ridiculous of me. Okay. We are going to get started in a minute after I have put these down. I'm not planning to talk too much about why I chose them or anything, just give you a brief look at things. And yeah, whatever. So I guess let's get started. Before we do you like my hair flower? I love it. I bought it a few weeks ago at the Betty Page store. I haven't worn it yet because I forget about things like this. Alright, let's go on to the tags, shall we? Okay, so we're starting with red. For red, I have, if you watched my favorite books video I did a while ago, you will have already heard me talk about Gregory Maguire, who is one of my favorite authors, and the book that I have is Lion Among Men. Let's see. The dust jacket is red, the inside is more white, so that still counts. Anyway, this is the third book in the Wicked Years series. That's what it's called, so right on the freaking cover. Okay. I didn't like this one quite as much as Son of a Witch because that one is like literally one of my favorite books, but this one is also very good. It's about Burr, who is the Cowardly Lion. It's just really interesting sort of take on it. I thought just like really cool. Also wanted to pick this one to, okay, I gotta admit I'm going to show off a little bit, that this is one of my favorite signed copies of a book. It has been, it's a very, very personalized kind of signature there, and fun fact, was actually colored in with the colored pencils, and he did this little sketch in the corner. I'm the luckiest thing ever. That's red, and this is a really good book. As I said before in my previous video, if you are thinking about the Wicked books, but you just feel like Wicked is a little too long, or maybe like it doesn't grab you in the beginning, read Son of a Witch first, because it is so good, and you don't really need to read Wicked first in order to get it, because the whole point of it is like this kind of mystery sort of thing and whatever. And then go into this one, or go back and read Wicked, but you could read this one first too. They all kind of stand on their own in my opinion. For orange, I've picked what I'm sure most of you will recognize as one of the most iconic orange covers of our day. It is the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Harry Voldemort battling for the Elder Wand scene, which I love. So I had to pick the orange one, of course, and I actually saw this cover before it was officially released, but only the cover, nothing else, because one of my good friends in college, her uncle was the art director for it. Isn't it so exciting? I have like the weirdest sort of second degree connections to people that are not even remotely important or helpful to me, but are just kind of exciting for other reasons. Hey. And I also really like Deathly Hallows. It's one of my 3 favorites. I have not been able to determine which of the Harry Potter books is my favorite, but I definitely like Deathly Hallows a lot. For yellow, it was a really obvious choice for me. Is the book Lamb by Christopher Moore. It is, oh my god, okay. The full title is Lamb, the Gospel According to Biff, Christ's Childhood Pal. Really just love this book. It's so funny. I haven't read it for a really long time, so I've forgotten a lot of the details, but like, it has things in it like Jesus getting in trouble as a teenager for like raising dead frogs and stuff, like back to life. And all kinds of stuff like that. And it's just really, it's really good, but it also, you know, it's not just strictly like funny. There's a lot more to it than that. And I don't know if this is the first Christopher Moore book that I read, because at this point I can't actually remember, but it is definitely the first one that like grabbed me and made me go, this is so good. If you are looking for a good sort of comedy sort of reading, it's really smart comedy writing, it's not comedy writing, it's, you know, fiction, but humorous. I don't even know. Why do I speak? I should just stop. So, Lamb, that's it. Okay, moving on. For green, had to choose The Princess Bride from my shelves. I did not read this until long after I'd seen the movie many times. I don't think I knew it was a book until, like, way long after. Because movies can make up books. You do know that, right? Okay. This book is, okay, it's really just awesome in terms of the story. Obviously, it's pretty much just the same as the movie. It goes into a little bit more depth in some parts of things, like Inigo Montoya and his whole story and his training and all that. But overall, yeah, it's pretty much the same. But it has the added bonus of abridged sections. There is no full S. Morgenstern version of this. This is the only version of the book. If you don't know that already, I'm just trying to help you out here, so that you don't go hunting for the unabridged version. This is the only version that exists. The abridged thing is like part of the style of the writing of it, and it's really funny. I don't think I actually read it more than once because, you know, the movies just take so much less time. So now we are moving on to blue, and for that one I picked a book that I don't think is super well known. No one else I know has ever talked to me about it. It is called Blue Coyote, and the author is named Liza Ketchum. This was the second book of hers that I read. When I was younger, I had another book of hers that I think was called 12 Days in August, and this is actually was written after, I believe, and was the story of one of the characters from 12 Days in August. This is, I read this like many years ago, but I read it a whole bunch of times. It's a really like engaging story. It is a coming out story for a 17-year-old boy who sort of, it's like self-discovery coming out, sort of. Yeah, get what I'm saying? And the blue coyote is like a thing that happens. There's a coyote, and its fur kind of looks bluish. Yeah, it's a whole symbolism thing. And the cover is blue, and it's called Blue, and so I just thought it was a perfect one to pick. And if you are a teen, particularly if you know, are interested in any kind of like self-discovery, self-realization. If you yourself have had a like coming out thing or might in the future, I do actually recommend this book. It is very good, even if you just want a good story. It's good. I liked it a lot. I should reread it. Now we're going to move on to purple. I had such a hard time finding purple books on my shelf, so I wasn't even going to try to do the whole indigo violet thing, and they're like, well, this is kind of purple. Does that count as indigo? It was just way too much effort. So what I picked was one that has a purple spine, and I know it's kind of a light purple, and if anyone wants to complain and tell me that this isn't really purple, I just don't care. Sorry. And the book itself is, you can't see actually very much what the thing is on the cover. You can only see it on the spine, really. And it's Lydia Davis, Varieties of Disturbance, and I picked this in part because it's one of the very, very few purple books, or it's ones that I could count as purple from my point of view, on the shelf, and also because she recently won a literary prize. This is so since she won stuff, I have thought, oh yeah, Lydia Davis, I should reread that because it's really good. And this is actually a collection of flash fiction or microfiction stories, and some of them literally are like really micro. There's one that's like a sentence long or two or something like that. Like this is a whole story there. So sort of book that actually would be really good if you need something to keep you occupied, but it won't be like take you forever to finish or something like that. I don't know why you need something like that. Why would you? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. And because I wanted to add another one for some ridiculous reason, I decided to do black, and for that I had chosen something that will prove you I do read YA fiction, even though when I read this originally it was, in fact, when I was more YA than I am now. I'm a bit older than that, so I'm getting so old. So the book that I've chosen is called Tide, and it is sort of an urban fantasy fairy tale sort of thing about fairies, literally, by Holly Black. So the cover is, the background is actually, it might just be really dark brown, but it's close enough to black for me, and the author's name's Black, so, you know, I think it's a good choice. And I actually bought it, or my mom bought it for me, because of this cover. It's gorgeous, and the newer covers of them I want to get the third book in the series because I have the second one, and this one was the first. I have the second one, I want the third, but you can't get the old covers anymore, which is, this was the original cover, and like the other ones had like some symbol on the front that's just like really simplified, and the newer covers are like pictures of like teenagers looking intense in some direction, and I hate those kinds of covers. I'm sorry, I just really do. There's just so little artistry to them, and these are so much better, but I haven't been able to find the old covers anymore because even when I ordered the second book, the picture that was displayed was the old cover, and I got the new one, and I was so upset. I was like, oh god. So that concludes another really awkward, terrible video of mine. I hope you liked my version of the rainbow tag, and if you didn't, make up your own version, or go back to the rainbow spines and covers, or whatever they call it, the one that's been going around a while. And I'm not going to tag anyone in particular because I'm not really in the YouTube yet, so I feel like if I tag someone, it's going to be like, shh, I don't care. So I guess that's going to be it. If you did actually watch this, thank you very much for watching. I hope that maybe you might be interested in checking out some of these books if you haven't heard of them yet, or were thinking about reading them but haven't yet. I've definitely recommend them all, otherwise I wouldn't have shown them on the video. So that's it for now. You can be done looking at my face and listening to my really uncomfortable speech just because I'm just too awkward to talk like a normal person. Sorry. But thanks for watching. I guess you will see me again soon. Bye.